Yes, I'm back in my old stomping ground, Ospreys Rugby. So I'm here for the day with Umbro Rugby and Ospreys Rugby just to showcase what they do in a typical pre-season day. It is week 3 of their pre-season. So yeah, it's going to be tough. I know it's going to be a lot of cardio, but I've got a lot of questions to see what their focus is and how they prepare for the season. So make sure you follow along. Just had my stash for pre-season day today. Best part about pre-season this is. And look at this piece of kit. It's probably my favourite piece, and it is the Ospreys jumper. Look at that, that is beautiful. So yeah, I'll put this kit on and I will get ready for today. First session of the day is weights, so I'm just going to be doing a session here with the backs and the forwards. They're going to be doing a skills session here, and they're going to swap over, so we'll try and get as much footage as we can.
Content for today, obviously day 3 of the week, so we're looking at our primary lower body session, so our second lower body session of the week. For that, we're in our load phase of the block. So we've got three distinct phases that we move through in pre-season. We've got our first phase, which is our load-in phase, our second phase, which is our explode phase, and then the third phase, which is our sprint phase. That's just for the backs. The forwards will do something more specific to them. Okay, priority for this block is to get the guys back lifting again. So start to introduce some load, building up max strength and strength endurance, preparing the body ready to go into subsequent blocks and more high intensity work. Obviously as fit as they can be, to be honest. I think times have changed where players will go away for 5-6 weeks and come back, and pre-season was getting everybody back ready to go. I think nowadays it's probably a little bit more professional. Guys take a little bit more emphasis on themselves and sort of getting themselves ready to go for the start of pre-season as opposed to being fit for the end. Yes and no, I suppose. I suppose it's about preparing the players to be able to perform at their best come the start of the season and towards the end of the season. So for that to happen, obviously you've got to manage and control volumes, you've got to manage and control intensities, and you've got to try and find the optimum balance of being fit but also being available for selection as well. I think it's probably just the first day where you haven't seen everybody for 5-6 weeks. There's a bit of a buzz, there's a bit of excitement. First block's always getting the bar moving and everybody being excited about being around each other's company, and then start building the relationships that we need and the things that we need to do before we get into the season.
Yeah, well obviously it's important because I think a lot of the gym transfers onto the pitch. Like obviously now pre-season we're looking to get sharper, work on the speed side of it, and obviously that transfers onto the pitch, so we're getting our one-on-ones, we're beating the defender and really working on the speed side of it. So yeah, that's how it'll transfer.
Yeah, probably just getting fitter, getting faster in pre-season, working hard in the gym, working hard on the pitch, and just getting better as a collective, really.
Yeah, I think getting back in the gym pre-season is probably more about building our load. Obviously the first week blowing out the cobwebs from the off-season, stuff like that, and then increasing, our hammy work, our calf work, stuff we've been doing here. But it's mainly just to probably build that volume of which we get used to in games. So you'll see a lot of conditioning games and like stuff like that when we're out in the field. But in here, it's like probably getting basically our volume up to what we need it to be.
lads come in 3 times a day for food, so we'll have a breakfast in the morning where we prioritise protein and carb intake to make sure we're fuel for the day. We'll have a snack then in between our weights and our rugby, just to make sure boys are taking over nicely. And then boys will come back in after rugby, again a really high protein, high carbohydrate meal, make sure we can refuel. And we'll encourage lads after rugby then to try and take on meals with higher fat content, just to make sure we're getting those macronutrients in for the day.
So the players just refilled and now it's a team session where we got a bit of speed beforehand, so we're looking forward to getting stuck into it. Here we go.
We're just looking at the boys' GPS data, so we have a look at our total distances from the sessions, just to monitor our load for the pre-season. We look at our conditioning games with meters per minute to make sure we hit certain thresholds we need to get through for the game. And then today's a speed day, so we've looked at boys' max velocity, so it's the top speed they can hit within our ramps, so no speed sessions, and then we try and get those within rugby if we can as well during pre-season. They've really bought into the speed stuff, so they sort of get a live feedback of what they're hitting during our ramps, so yeah, it definitely does quite a bit of competition there.
Target him! Oh! Yeah, take the end, man. That's all I'm doing is laps, mate. Oh my god. Oh! Yes! Back in. And again, and again! Pop, 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 pop! So what we're doing is touching it. When you touch, you land on your chest, turn over, shoulders off the floor and pop the ball up, keep the ball alive. If you are touched, down, up and then further, try line and back. Turn and burn then. Yeah, it was hard set. Whew. Good job. Yeah, wide, we're getting touch back. Oh, absorb, on. Yes, go, Jack, shift, Jack! Hands! So that is it for the day. Absolutely epic day. It was quality for Ospreys to let me to go behind the scenes. Learned a lot as well, how much they focus on the first 4 weeks. Obviously conditioning is a part of it, but not only that, the skills, the tackle technique, and obviously a lot of speed work, and then going into the team session, a lot of structure as well. So yeah, great day. I only did half the team session. My legs are killing, but hopefully you enjoyed. Comment below, please subscribe as well to see more of my content going forward. Thanks.